Girls, today we will start divide decimals by whole numbers. So open your books on page 48. Sorry, 49. Okay? Open your books on page 49. And there is an essential question right here in this lesson. How do you divide a decimal on or by whole numbers? Okay, so let's see how I will divide the decimals on whole number. First thing you remember, we talked about division. Okay, no, it's not hard, Maria, very easy, because you talked about division last year in grade 5, right? You can't hear me, dear? Now my voice is clear for you? Thank you. Now, girls, you remember how we divide a number on whole number. Okay, so the same strategy, I will use it to divide a decimal on whole number. First step in division, this is page 40. Okay, I write it here for you. Page here, 49. Okay, this is the page, girls. So when we want to start the division, first step, we have to estimate the answer, and the estimation, to find the estimation right here, we used to use rounding, right? Rounding numbers. So I will use rounding numbers here, or I will round the decimal number to find here the estimation. Okay, so if you round 3.48, okay, so if I want to round to the nearest whole, I have to look at the number before the whole number, or the here real number, which is here 4. 4 is less than 5. That's mean I will leave the same number, 3. So I will leave the same number, and the numbers after the before, or here after the point, will be 0. So 3.48, if I want to round it, it will be 3. Why I want to round the number right here? Because I want to estimate the answer. Okay, because this step will help me to know if my answer is correct or not. So if your answer is close to the estimation, that's mean your answer is correct. So if you round the 3.48, it will be 3. So 3 divided 3 equals what? Equals 1. So the answer will be close to 1. If your answer is close to 1, that's mean your answer is correct. And also estimation will help me to know the first digit in the quotient. Okay, girls, you can't listen my voice now? If you can hear me, please type 1 in the chat box. No? How you answer if you can't hear? How did you answer? How did you answer if you can't hear me? Okay, someone said that my voice is good. Now, okay, so girls, if I want to start the division right here, so let's start with the number before the decimal point, with 3. So the first thing, I will start with this digit. Okay, so I will start with the number before the decimal point, 3. If you divide 3 on 3, so you will here draw the leader and put the dividend under the leader and the divisor right here, and I will start the division. 3 divided 3 equals what? Equals 1, right? 3 divided 3 equals 1. Because which number I will multiply it by 3, the answer will be 3. The answer is 1. Now, 1 multiply 3, the same strategy in division. So 1 multiply 3 equals 3. I will write the answer here and then I will subtract as we said. Now, if you subtract 3 from 3, the answer will be 0. Okay? The answer will be 0. After that, as we learned in division strategy, I will take the digit after 3 or before 3, which is here the first digit after the point, and write it here, which is here 4. I will take it and write it down right here. But what about the decimal point? What about the decimal point? I will write it in the quotient up the decimal point in the dividend. So if the decimal point in the dividend right here, so I will write the decimal point in the quotient up right here, above it, okay? Right here, okay? Now, I will continue the division. 4 divided 3. 4 divided 3. Which number I will multiply it by 3? It will give me the closest answer for 4. Or you can say it in another way. How many 3's in 4? How many? How many 3's in 4? 1. Thank you, Manal. That's right. So I have only 1. So it will be 1, okay, in this digit. Now, 1 multiply 3. After that, I will multiply the number with the divisor. 1 multiply 3 equals 3. So I will write it here under the 4 and I will subtract. Now, 4 minus 3 equals 1. Okay? The same steps. Then I will take the next digit or the second digit after the decimal point, which is 8 right here, and put it next to the 1, right? So it will be 18. Now, 18 divided 3. Which number I will multiply it by 3? The answer will be 18. Thank you, Jana. That's right. It will be 6. That's right. So the number is 6. Okay? 6. Then I will multiply the 6 here with the divisor. So it will be 18. 6 multiplied 3 equals 18. I will write it under the 18 and then I will subtract. So the remainder right here will be easy. That's right, Manal. Very easy. Okay, the division in decimal numbers. The same strategy in whole numbers. But the difference right here is the point or the decimal point. So you have here to order the decimal point or to put the decimal point in the quotient up or over the decimal point in the dividend in the same position, okay? So you have to put the decimal point in the quotient over the decimal point in the dividend, okay? And divide the numbers as you learned. You know that in division, I can check my answer. How I will do that? You know, in grade 5, we learned if you want to know your quotient is correct, you can multiply this quotient with 3. So I can use the inverse operation for division. What is the inverse operation for division? What is the inverse operation for division? It's multiplication, right? So I can use the inverse operation to know if my answer is correct or not. How I will do that? I will multiply the quotient with the divisor. If the answer is the same dividend here, that's mean my division is correct, or my quotient is correct. If my answer not equal or unequal the dividend, that's mean your answer is not correct. So here I have to multiply 1.16 by 3. So if you multiply 3 with 6, 3 multiply 6 equals what? Equals 18. So I will put 8 here and 1 above that 1 here. 1 above the next digit. Now 3 multiply 1. 3 multiply 1 equals 3. Thank you. Plus 1 equals 4. So I will write it here. And what I have to do, as we learned in multiplication, in decimal multiplication, so I will put the decimal point and then I will multiply 3 with 1. 3 multiply 1 equals 3. So look, the answer for this multiplication, 3.48, the same dividend, right? The same dividend. That's mean my answer is correct or not, or the quotient is correct or not. That's mean the quotient is correct. So the answer right here is 1.16. Okay? Okay, girls, if you finish this page 49, please type 1 in the chat box. If you have a question, type it in the chat box, please. Thank you. Thank you, girls. Thank you all. Rina said you don't understand this all from the first, Rina, from the first year. I will repeat it again for you. Okay, how I will divide, how I will divide a decimal number on a whole number. Okay, first thing, I will draw the leader, write the dividend as we learned, write the divisor right here, then I will start the division. I told you the strategy for the division, the same strategy that we learned last year, the same strategy in whole numbers. So I will start with the first digit, which is 3. So I will divide 3 on 3. Which number I will multiply it by 3? The answer will be 3. The answer or the number is 1. So I write it here in the quotient above the 3, and then I will multiply the 1 with 3. Then I will subtract. Okay? Then I will subtract. So the answer is 0. Then what I have to do, look, I have here a decimal point. I have to put the decimal point in the quotient above the decimal point in the dividend right here. Then I will continue the division. So here you have to take care about the decimal point. You have to put it above the decimal point in the dividend. Then I will take the 4, okay, and divided it on 3. Okay, 4 divided 3 equals 1. Then I will multiply 1 with 3 and write the answer right here. So it will be 3. Then I will subtract as we learned in division. 4 minus 3 equals 1. Then I will continue the division. I will take the next number here, or the second number after the point. So it will be 8. So the answer will be 18. 18 divided 3. Which number I will multiply it with 3? It will be 18. The number will be 6. Now 6 multiply 3. 6 multiply 3 equals 18. Then I will subtract. So the answer or the quotient is 1.16. Okay? To check if my answer is correct, I have to use the inverse operation, which is multiplication right here. So if you multiply the quotient with the divisor, the answer must be the dividend. So that's mean your division is correct. Okay, dear. Okay, some one of you came late, so please focus with me in the example number 2, because I will repeat the same steps, okay? I will repeat the same steps. So please open page 50. Open page 50, girls. And let's find the answer for this division. Okay? Let's find the answer for this division. This is page 50, okay? Now, I want to divide here. I want to divide 42.133 on 7, okay? I want to divide 42.133 on 7. So how I will divide it? Okay, I will write the or draw the leader line and put the dividend here and the divisor right here and start the division. How I will divide the number? First thing, I will take the first digit right here, which is here 10th digit. Can I divide it 4 on 7? No, I can't. So what I have to do, I will take the 2, so it will be 42 once. 42 divided on 7. Which number I will multiply it with? 7. The answer will be 42. Thank you, Manan. That's right. 6 multiply 7 equals 42. That's mean 42 divided 7 equals 6. So I will write here, or I will, put here 6 in the ones digit, okay? In the ones digit, because the number right here is a ones number, okay? 42 ones. Now, so I will write it here 6, and then I will multiply 6 with the divisor and write the number under the 42 ones. So 42 minus 42, 2 minus 2 equals 0, 4 minus 4 also 0. Okay? Please, I want you to focus with me. This step very important. So look, after that, I have the decimal point. Okay, what I have to do? I have to put the decimal point in the quotient above the decimal point in the dividend. So I have to put the decimal point in the quotient above the decimal point in the dividend. Okay, in this digit. Okay, after that, I will take the first number after the point, which is 1. I will write it here. So 1 divided 7. Can I divide 1 on 7? Can I? Can I divide 1 on 7? I can't, right? So what I have to do, thank you, Manan. That's right. No, I can't. So what I have to do, yes, I will put 0. Why? Because I can't divide this digit on the divisor. And you learned that if you take the digit and you can divide it on the divisor, so the value of this digit will be 0. Okay, the value of this digit will be 0. So now 0 multiplies 7 equals 0. Now the answer 1 minus 0 equals 1, and I will take the next digit, which is 3, so it will be 13. Now, can I divide 13 on 7? Yes, I can. I can divide 13 on 7. What is the answer? Okay. What is the answer? How many sevens in 13? I think just one, right? 1 7, right? No, 2, because 2 sevens equals 14, not 13. Okay, Rijan? So just 1 7. So 1 multiply 7 equals 7. Now 13 minus 7. Put 7 in my mind and count to 13. So it will be 6. Okay? Now I will take the digit after the 3. The third digit after the point, which is here 3 also. And write it or put it next to the 6. So it will be 63. Now 63 divided 7. Which number I will multiply it with 7? The answer will be 63. You have to know it. Thank you, Manar. That's right. The number is 9. Thank you. Because 9 multiplied 7 equals 63. So I will write it here, 63. And then I will subtract. So if you subtract 63 from 63, the answer will be 0. Okay? So the quotient right here, thank you girls. The quotient right here is 6.019. Okay? Now if I want to check my answer, okay, I raise my voice, dear Asma. Okay. If I want to check my quotient is correct or not, I have to multiply the quotient with the divisor, and the answer must be the dividend. Let's find the answer for this multiplication. Now, you know how to multiply a whole number with a decimal number. 7 multiply 9 equals 63. From where I get 63? Because look, 63 divided 7. Which number I will multiply it by 7? The answer will be 63. The number is 9. 9 multiply 7 equals 63. Okay, Maria? Now, let's multiply 7 multiply 9 equals 63. So I will write 3 here and 6 above the 1. Okay? Now 7 multiply 1 equals 7 plus 6 equals 7 plus 6 equals 13. So I will put 3 here and 1 above the 0. I can write the 13 right here. So I will put 3 here and 1 above the 0. Now 7 multiply 0 equals what? Equals 0 plus 1 equals 1. Look, after that I have the decimal point, so I have to put it right here in the answer. Okay? Now 7 multiply 6 equals 7 multiply 6 equals 42. Okay? So look, the answer for this multiplication is the same dividend. That's mean your quotient is correct. Okay? So the answer for this is 6.019. Okay? If you estimate the answer in the first, if you estimate the answer and round the dividend, which is here 42.133, so if you round this dividend, it will be 42, okay, into the nearest whole, because before 2 I have 1 and 1 less than 5. That's mean I will keep the same number and the digits here will be 0. So it will be 42 divided 7. 42 divided 7 equals 6, right? Because 6 multiply 7 equals 42. So look, my quotient is close to the estimation, close to the number 6. That's mean my quotient also is correct. Okay? Girls, if you finish, please type 1 in the chat box. If you finish this example, to move to another example. Thank you, girls. You have any question about this example, girls? If you have any question, please type it in the chat box also. No? Thank you, girls. Now we will move to another exercise, exercise number 1, on the same page, page 15. Okay? No, I'm not teacher Fatma. I am teacher Selma, okay? I am teacher Selma. Okay, girls. Now, let's find the answer for this division. Okay, first thing I want to estimate 24.186 divided 6. Okay, how I will find the answer here, and I want to estimate and find the answer, then I want to check. Okay, I want to check here to know if my answer is correct or not. So if you round this number into the nearest whole, look, what is the answer? What is the estimation for this number? Look, before 4 I have 1, and 1 is less than 5, so I will keep the same whole, so it will be 24. Thank you, Mariam. That's right, it will be 24 divided 6. 24 divided 6, girls. 24 divided 6. Which number I will multiply it with 6? The answer will be 24. Thank you, Rina. That's right. Thank you, Mariam, also. It will be 4. So because 4 multiply 6 equals 24. Now we will start our division. No, the period is not finished, Manal. The period will finish after 5 minutes, right? After 5 minutes, girls, I think. Now we will start our division. 24 divided 6, as we learned, equals 4. So I will write 4 in the ones digit. So it will be here. Okay, what's your question? Maria, what's your question? I'm sorry, I can't follow it on the chat box. Can you type it again? Now, it will be 4. Now I will multiply 4 with 6. It will be what? 24. So I will write it here. 24. Okay, our session is not finished. Okay, what do you have after math? Our session is not finished. We have only 5 minutes, I think. Okay, we have 5 minutes, girls. So I will finish this exercise and we will stop, okay? Now, 24 minus 4 equals 0. After 24, I have a point. Okay, thank you, Rina. You give me the final answer. So after 24, I have the point. So the decimal point, I have to put it in the quotient above the decimal point in the dividend, as we learned right here. Okay? Now, I will take the 1 and write it here. Can I divide 1 on 6? No. So what is the value of this digit? The value of this digit will be 0, because 0 multiplies 6 equals 0. Okay? And if you subtract 1 from 0, the answer will be 1. Now I will take the 8. 18 divided 6. Which number I will multiply it with 6? The answer will be 18. It will be 3, right? 3 multiplies 6 equals 18. So the answer here is 18. Okay, I will write it again. Okay, now 18 minus 18 equals, okay. Okay, 0. Now I will take the 6. After that, the final number, 6 divided 6. Which number I will multiply it with 6? The answer will be 6. Thank you, Manal. That's right. The number is 1. So 1 multiplied 6 equals 6. And the remainder right here, if you subtract, the answer will be 0. So what is the quotient right here? What is the quotient? The quotient is 4.31,000. If you want to know if your answer is correct or not, what I have to do, the check step is to multiply the quotient with the divisor. If the answer is the dividend, that means my answer is correct. Let's find here the answer for this multiplication. Okay? Now, 6 multiply 1 equals 6. 6 multiply 3 equals 18. So I will put 8 right here. Okay, I will write it again for you. Okay, I'm sorry. I will write 8 and 1 above the 0. Now 6 multiply 0 equals 6 and 1 plus 1 equals 1. Then after that I have the point. So what I have to do, I have to put the point in the answer. Now 6 multiply 4 equals 24. So I write it here because I don't have a digit after the 4. So look, the answer is 24.186. So I have the same dividend. That's mean I am sure my answer is correct. So you know, in division, I can here in division to be sure if my quotient is correct or not. Okay? Yes, you took it before, Maria. Thank you. So girls, we will stop here, and tomorrow we will continue on page 51. We will solve exercises on page 51. Girls, you have any question about this lesson? You have any question? You finish this page? If you finish this page, type 1 in the chat box. Okay. Thank you, Lina, Rina, Jana, Rijan, Asma. Thank you, girls. You finished, girls? Maria, thank you. Thank you, Siba. Yes, Maria. The lesson is very easy, because you took it before, but the difference right here is the point. So yes, we will stop here. Tomorrow inshallah we will solve the exercises on page 51. I want you to be prepared. If you don't have a homework today, the lesson will be in the platform. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow inshallah.